Hello folks, Josh Martin here. Today I wanted to share a little bit about my farming background. For those of you who don't know, I'm pretty active in agriculture, and at Maple Heights Farms, we're a big user of the John Deere Operations Center. And I wanted to share that information with you guys and show how the John Deere technology has really allowed us to gain a lot of efficiency in our operation. So in 2021, our year started off like any normal year for farmers. The economies and the real world that we lived in were kind of wild. But for us, we were just looking at an increase in acreage to plant, some extra custom work we were going to do. However, as we started into our season late April, early May, the farmer I work for, as well as one of the neighbors that we do some work for, both got sick. So we lost two of the main people for most of the planting season. And for us at that point, it was really about the logistics of trying to get work done in a timely manner, both our own and a few of the neighbors we work with. So we really found a lot of technology in the Op Center that we were using could be used to more of an advantage for us, whether that's the rate controllers on our planters and spreaders, right down to using RDA for moving. The logistics of moving was probably the biggest thing that we found could really save us some time. We also put a few new operators in the seat, as well as any help we could get, and we really found that we were able to use the technology. We had predetermined guidance lines, predetermined boundaries. Everything was set up for us. We were even running some of the turn automation where the tractor would actually lift itself with the iTech, turn around on turn, come back in, change speeds, put the tool back down. We could actually start a rookie operator. Some of the operators that helped us literally had only driven compact tractors before, and we had them in 7 and 8R tractors. And it would really allow us to cover a lot more acres, but still get the job done properly the way we wanted. So no corners were cut. We weren't planting at twice the speed we should. Actually, our average speed was actually down with some of the newer operators, but we still covered the acreage in a very timely manner. Something we're not always able to do, but it really surprised. The logistics of it then really came in the fuel, moving the equipment, moving seed, moving fertilizer. You spend so much time tending the equipment. In our case, we have a 12-row planter and a 30-foot air drill. We can cover a lot of acres in a day. Most of our stuff is done in the evenings and on the weekends, so we could maximize that time. When the drill didn't stop and have to sit there for an hour waiting on seed, the seed would literally show up right before it was needed, because we could see in the Op Center how many acres they had planted and about when they were going to run out. The other real nice thing with the boundaries and the position location was you didn't have to call and say, "Where are you?" You could just look at your phone. And that transition from data to a phone to the equipment back to the phone in the operations center really took a lot of the guesswork out of it for us. We knew that we needed to take this amount of seed to this exact location, bring this amount of fuel, this amount of depth, and everything could keep moving in a very timely manner for us. The other thing, RDA really let us watch the other operators. Anytime you see that blue ring on your screen, somebody's dialed in. We would actually ping in with a phone and watch the other operators while we're operating a piece of equipment. So I would be spraying or running one of the other planters, and I could watch the operator. We could text them and ask them to scroll through their screens every once in a while, and we could actually see how the planter was working, how the spreader was working. Many times we were actually in the same fields or on the same farm, but it really came out to a very nice job. The John Deere rate controllers on 3 of our pieces that are not John Deere, our planter and our Umberfirst spreader and our Coon spreader, all run so that we can see those pages in the Op Center. But what it really did for us, because you can't make any more hours in a day, but you can make better use of the ones that you have. And the logistics of that moving, tending fuel, fertilizer, seed, really let us up our efficiency. We still had a very good crop year. actually our yields were some of our best, so we didn't diminish that. Really worked out well for our operation.